Guys and girls, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm doing what, by the looks of it, thousands and millions of other people are doing. I have just arrived at Birmingham at the NEC for Motorcycle Live 2025. So just join me for a look around. I just want to show you the event, what happens at the event, who's at the event, and just how bloody busy it is at the event. Yeah, just join me for a look around. It's cold and wet, which is why I've got the car, so yeah, forgive me. Oh, now these things are genius. When they're actually turned on, it's your walking speed becomes running speed. I like that. Get me to those bikes even faster. In fact, let me just stand still for a minute. Yeah, too lazy. Let's make use of it, walking twice the speed. I've landed at Motorcycle Live. It's time to go and have a look round. Let's have a look at next year's bikes. Let's see if there's anything I fancy. Let's go. Time to go and get my motorcycle fix. So of course the first place I visited was the Motogb stand, where I got to see the usual. The Qjmotors, the Bendas, the Keyways, the new Hero Hook was on display, as well as the new Hero Dakar bike. I've got to say, there was some amazing bit of talent there. That Dakar bike was worth an absolute fortune, so I was told. But yeah, loads of bikes, loads of familiar ones, along with those sports bikes. Then it was off to Triumph. Now, there was quite a few really nice Triumphs that I was really interested to see. Kawasaki, there was only one bike really for me, and that was the new KLE. I was desperate to see that, and it didn't disappoint. Absolutely gorgeous bike, and I can't wait to try one. The National Museum was there, and it had lots of bikes to look at. A lot of old service bikes with machine guns and other little guns attached. Sidecars, you name it, they had it. Some great bikes. Harley Davidson was there, and they didn't disappoint either. All of the big beasts were on display. They even had one that you could start up that was on a bit of a rolling road. Always nice to hear that Harley engine purring. But pretty much every model that they had and have for next year on display. Quite a few electric bikes on display as well from lots of different manufacturers. What I liked is the video from the right, which is the Sur display. Now we've all seen the Scroats on the streets. Now we've got the police bike. Look at that, all liveried up, blue lights, sirens, the works. Maving had quite a few bikes there, and quite reasonably priced as well for electric bikes. One in particular caught my eye, and it was this Green Beauty for $4,995. What a bike for that money. Indian motorcycles, just like Harley Davidson really, a really nice display. All of the current models, some absolute beautiful big beasts. You can see there's a lot of attention happening with this one as well. Quite a few people. KTM and Husqvarna, put those together because they're very similar, aren't they? They had the usual suspects there really. I didn't see anything new that caught my eye, but still a lot of nice bikes to look at from both brands. I do like the Husky 701, if I'm completely honest. A bit mental, that bike, wheelie machine, and I loved it when I took it out. Royal Enfield. Now they had all the old bikes, but I was interested in the Going and the Flying Fleet. And not just that, there was an amazing bike from Rough Crafts. In fact, two. They had an Interceptor and the Continental that they kitted out, special editions. But absolutely beautiful bikes. I would absolutely love one of those, or both. BSA, again, quite a few interesting bikes. There's the new adventure bike, which I can only compare to something like the Himalayan. It does look like their take on that bike, and it does look nice, to be fair. And then there's the little Bantam. Royal Alloy didn't disappoint with some amazing little scooters as well. Absolutely beautiful bikes, loads of different colours on display, and even a scooter with sidecar. That was getting attention. Quick dinner break, and there was loads to choose from, to be fair. There was everything from tapas to English breakfast to burgers to duck to, well, just your typical bar food really. I think there was even tacos. Yeah, loads to choose from, but there was only one thing that jumped out. That was a nice crispy duck wrap.
1 minute later.
Now, after dinner, I went to the Crazy Horse stand, and they had the proper funky little electric cars. Not usually my bag, to be fair, but I really did, having a look around and sticking my head in those, especially that blue convertible. Absolutely gorgeous thing. Now, I know they're like £20,000, but what a little toy they are. I'd love one, just can't afford one. Now, there is the usual, if you walk around the shops, there's lots of end of line stuff, there's lots of heavily discounted items, and this one with the signs made me laugh, just because of this one. No cheap Chinese tin, will not fade, 30-year guarantee. Did make me chuckle a bit, that one, to be fair. And for entertainment, for the kids, there is ride-ons, a little off-road track here for the kids to play on with electric bikes. And there's little shows you can watch as adults as well. There's also ride-on for the adults, and quite a few of these things happening as well. So there's a little simulator where you can have a race. Harley Davidson had something similar on theirs as well. But you can see there are quite a few in the race, but real bikes, and you're getting your lean on. Yeah, BMW get a special mention just purely because I couldn't see anything. It was rammed with people, 10 people round every bike. You just couldn't see anything. Clearly they're the bikes that everybody wants, because at this show you just couldn't see them. There was just too many people trying to get looks, trying to jump on. Clearly the most sought after bikes. And of course loads of competitions, Bike Show, Winner Hornet, and over at the Sorry Mate stand there was a Kawasaki GPZ from 86 I think it was, and by guessing the mileage you had a chance at winning their competition. So I had a look around the bike and I've put my guessing, but I'm not telling you what it is. I want to win. Well, that's the show done. Some great bikes in there. Now it's time to make the long walk back to the car. £18.50 to get out the car park. What? Quick drink stop. Actually, £3.10 for a can of Rockstar. No. Now what I should have done is gone on the bike. If I'd have gone on the bike, there is free parking available for the bikes, which means I'm not going to get stung. Well, actually I'm going to get stung because I've not come on the bike. I've gone in the car. But if you go on the bike, you've got, well, protected from the elements parking under there. Decent, and definitely the option I should have gone for. And if you don't fancy Motorcycle Live, you can just pop over there to the, what is that? The Super Weekender Dance Convention. Love it. I just can't dance. Well, actually, I'd probably dance like Uncle Knobhead at a wedding. You know the reference if you know Peter Kay. If you don't, it just means I'm a bad dancer. One thing that's got me this year, it seems busier than ever. I Genuinely, I have never ever seen it as busy as that, and I've been going this for years. Absolutely heaving. Playing a game of Find My Car. It's a difficult game. I think I'm in N2 somewhere. Yeah, it was very early when I got here. There weren't this many cars, which means it looks a bit different. Empty car park to rammed car park, and I've got to try and find where the hell I'm parked. But luckily I did go right at the end. I just can't remember which end. I've only gone and found it. I knew I was at the end. I'm here. Anyway, that is going to do me. Today was just a little bit of an insight what happens at the Motorcycle Live, and I've got to say, going on your own isn't actually that bad. I've always gone with mates, but it was nice to have a walk round, chat to people you don't know. It's good. Anyway, that's going to do me. Catch you on the next one. Laters.
Oh yeah, he's a killer, that's right.